Hey everyone, it's Brian here from B&D Crafts and More here on YouTube. Today I'm coming on to do a hop along with Debbie J's Crafting Corner here on YouTube for AK and birthday celebration. And we're going to have a bunch of other crafty friends joining us. So you'll find everyone in a hop in the description box down below this video. Just go ahead and subscribe to all of them and watch their videos, comment on them, and you'll be glad you did. So, today's project is a little different from what I usually do, but I do like to do a little something outside the box as far as cards go every once in a while. So I'd seen this idea on BMO's Crafty Corner just yesterday morning. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to make this. So I did. It's originally supposed to be a washi tape holder. Hold a little rolls of washi tape in here. But then I had a bright idea. Why don't I put these little things inside, punch a hole in the middle of it, and turn it into a K-cup pod, coffee pod holder. So that's what I did. I'm going to show you how to do this with just one sheet of 12 by 12 cardstock. So we're going to go ahead and start this up now. First of all, I need to cut off the branding strip on this thing. So I'm going to go ahead and do that first. I'm going to cut this down 11 inches. So we're going to need one piece of patterned solid cardstock, whatever you want. The measure is 11 inches by 6 5/8 inches. So this is just going to be one tick mark on scoreboard larger than 6.5. So we're going to be between 6.5 and 6 3/4, in other words. So set this piece aside. We are not going to be throwing it away. This is what's going to hold the K-cup pods in just a few minutes. So we're putting the scoreboard away for just a moment. Since this is not directional cardstock, it doesn't really matter which side you score on and everything, but I will show you that you got to score on the 11-inch side at 1 inch. 3 inches, 5.5 inches. So that's our halfway point. Here's 5.5 inches. You'll see what that significance of that a little later. Then 8 inches. And our final score mark on the 11-inch side is 10 inches. So we're going to flip this a quarter turn either way. So we'll be on a 6 1/8 side. 6 5/8 inch side now. So we're going to score at 1 inch. Let me think about that. We're going to score at 2 inches, I think. Yeah, let's score at, let's see. Score at 2 inches. Let's try that. And 4 5/8 inches. That should do it. I just had a moment there just now, I'm sorry, where I was doubting my own measurements that I was trying to remember from watching BMOD's video. Actually, we're going to go ahead and just burnish all these down both ways. Gonna want to burnish all these score lines down both ways. Then we're gonna do a little bit of trimming. We're gonna burnish these two down as well. Wait. Let's get this right. So we're going to go ahead and get a pair of scissors. And I'm going to go ahead and just, all these score lines, all 5 of them on both sides, on the 11-inch side, we're going to go ahead and just take them up to that first score mark. Just cut only to the first score mark. And again. And again. One more time for this side. We're going to do the same thing on this other side here on the 11-inch side. All 5 need to be cut to that first score line. And one more. And then only on this short piece and this short piece, we're going to go ahead and cut about half, or maybe a little over half of this here. So there needs to be about 3/4 of an inch to an inch left on this. So we're going to go ahead and start gluing now. I'm going to go ahead and grab me one of my pins here. I spilled some water. I think it'll be okay. There we go. Got that coming out good. So we're going to use this first small piece here. We're going to put glue on all of it. And on this side as well. We're going to go ahead and meet up here on the inside with this second piece. Okay. We may just need to use tape on this one. Does not look like it wants to stay, and it's not. Yeah, this is going to be a problem. If you have a problem with your glue staying stuck, all you need is just some heavy-duty double-sided tape. That should do it. This will not hold much weight, even if you just put the washi tape in it. Shouldn't be holding too much weight. So we're going to go ahead next and try to get this down a little more. And we're going to go ahead and put this piece, put some glue on here. Show you what we're going to do here. Well, we got a little problem here. The glue does not want to work. There we go. I'll put this here like this. So we're going to want to put the glue on a smaller piece always. I think that'll be helpful to say. And now we're going to go ahead and do the same on this side. Put on smaller piece. The glue, I mean. I'm going to go ahead and put that like so. And we're going to go ahead and burnish this down. Then we're going to go ahead and do the same thing on these two, which I got these. I thought I cut these, but I didn't. There's one and there's two. Remember, leave about 3/4 of an inch to an inch on this part. I'll go ahead and put this on. And I'll merge that down some. And then next piece, same thing. Tuck this in. Put the glue on. And stick it on. Okay, that's not going to work. There we go. Kind of. And now we're going to go ahead and put this, go on this here. Fold it back and adhere. And this part really doesn't matter if it sticks out too much or not. Kind of does, but it'll be okay because I'm going to show you why in just a moment. And we're going to do the same thing with this piece here. Glue on the pattern side, which is a smaller piece here. Go ahead and burnish and adhere. Or adhere and burnish. Here we go. Okay, so we're going to want to use some strong cardstock for this, preferably 80 pound or 90 pound to 110 pound. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and flip this back like so. And I'm going to go ahead and put some double-sided tape on this to make sure that it adheres really well and really quick. Go ahead and do like that one more time. And then we're going to go ahead and pull off the adhesive in just a moment. Well, let's see here. Okay, let's grab this little contraption here. Got my pokey tool here. I'm just going to go ahead and grab that strip there. It does not want to come off because it's so close to the edge. So close over the edge, I should say. Shouldn't put it over these edges. Rule of thumb, don't put these quite over the edges because it will show when you're done with the project, and we don't really want that. One down. We're going to have to cut this or tear it or something. There we go. There we go. And one more. Then I'm going to fold over these parts that are hanging over. No problemo. I'm also going to go ahead and put a little bit of glue on here. Not too much, because the double-sided tape will mainly stick this down. And now we can just go ahead and do like so. Go ahead and give it a good pinch. Burnish it down a little bit with your thumb and your forefinger. And I'll give some more glue to this area. Then we got one more part that we got to do before we put our little holders in. And that is, let's see, that's going to work. That's, I got there we go. I'm going to go ahead and just take a smidgen off this part here. Okay, so what we're going to want to do now is get a long pair of scissors like this pair here. And we're going to go ahead and start this end where the 1-inch flap meets the top. And we're going to go ahead and trim off that at an angle to the top. Or you could do it this way, from top to that 1-inch line. That's not quite right. I would not recommend doing that. Now we're going to do the same thing on this side too. Top of the 1-inch line to the middle at an angle. And one more time. Top the 1-inch flap to the middle. So I'm going to put a little bit more glue in there so make sure it stays. And now we're going to go ahead and clean off this desk and start making our K-cup holders. So you remember that piece I told you not to forget about? Well, I'm not going to be able to use that because I ruined it, unfortunately. I spilled some water on it, I know. So we're just going to use this instead, I think. Let's see here. Let's see. This will actually work. Okay. So we're going to want to cut 2 pieces that measure 4 1/2 inches by 4 inches. You can do this with one piece of 12 by 12. I'm not, because obviously I messed up and spilled some water on the other piece. So got two pieces, 4 by 4.5. I'll bring out the bone folder again and the scoreboard. So we're going to go ahead and score on the bottom of the cardstock, upside down part. Let's score 1 inch on all 4 sides. One inch on all 4 sides. And we'll do this again here. 1 inch. All 4 sides. And we're going to go ahead and put the scoreboard up. Now we're going to want to burnish all 4 score lines on each. And now I'm just going to go ahead and do the other one first. Then I'll show you how we're going to get this circle punched out. So I'm going to go ahead and fold this one side on this 2.5 inch side here. I'm going to fold this one flat back, flip it over, and get my 1/2 inch circle punch. I'm going to fit it in there to where, let's see, we're going to want 1 inch on this is about 2.5 inches wide here or so. So we got 1 score line here on the left side and 1 score line on the right side. And we got this piece here about halfway. And we're going to go ahead and just punch that out. And you'll see you do have a piece here that is punched out as well. And this side's, a little not centered, but it's okay. And we're going to do the same thing on this one. 2.5 inch side, fold one in, flip it over, center everything. Center everything. There we go. And there we go. We got it. So now what we want to do is go ahead and cut our relief cuts here. We're going to do these relief cuts so we can fold this into a box on the 2 inch side. That'll make things a little stronger in my opinion, integrity wise, structurally wise. Because if I did that on this side here, that'll make things a little weaker, I think. With that circle, half circle being cut there. So I have tried this without cutting a half circle out, and it does not work on my thing. And I'm not really too worried about cutting angle cuts on here either. So I'm just going to go ahead and start gluing these down. This is probably not the best cardstock for it because there is glitter on here. Historically, for me, glitter and glue do not go well together. They don't stick well together, I should say. So we're going to go ahead and glue all these up onto that 2 inch side, like this. I'm just going to go ahead and put the glue all over here, this 2 inch side, because honestly, it's going to be all covered up pretty much anyways. And it just took me till just now to figure that out. There we go. Okay, we're good. Gonna do the other one now. All across 2-inch mark here, all across 2-inch side. Put them both down. Maybe not the same exact moment, but pretty much. Let's go ahead and burnish these down a little bit. There we go. And the other two. I don't even know if I've been showing this or not because my camera's on the right spot. Okay, here we go. Moment of truth. We're going to go ahead and put these in now. Going to go ahead and put these in like so. I would recommend putting the open end facing the front, the half circle end facing front. That's just my personal opinion, though. We're going to do the same thing on this side, and let's see. It should go in easily. There we go. And as you can see, these will fit the K-cups. Well, I had them a few minutes ago, but just take my word for them, they fit the K-cups. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up. If you haven't done so yet, I suggest please do subscribe to this channel for more fun, engaging content, and follow and subscribe and like all the other HOP participants' videos. And I'll see you again real soon. Bye.